Everybody, welcome to the interview part of the podcast. I'm here with Bella Stuart.
Hi.
Now, a very infamous game that we've talked about on this podcast with Megan, and you were on the opposite side of. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. When Albany had their 19-2 lead and almost blew it in the second half. I want to ask your experience in that game because that almost was an insane comeback.
Oh, yeah. The two, once you hit 2 in the first quarter alone, you kind of get screamed at by the coaches, and then you kind of talk as a team and you're like, you got nothing to lose. So we just came in and was like, this is my homecoming game. So obviously playing against Albany was a little personal to me, and playing against Megan, like it's my high school teammate.
Oh,
and
really?
Lily, I played AAU with Lily. So I was just like,
it's really weird how small the world that college basketball is. I feel like everybody knows everybody. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Now, another thing I want to talk about that game was I would say, your defensive era of last season, because I think this was like a 5-game steal streak for you, and that game, I think you had 3 steals, 15 points, which is a remarkable performance by you. Now, when you came in that second half, obviously Megan was hurt and there was another injury on that team. When you guys were aware of this, did you was that taken into consideration when you had your game plan for the second half?
Well, Megan's a shooter, so we knew we had one less shooter on the team. And I think the first half she made at least 2 or 3 right in our faces. And that's kind of what led to the 19-point and 2 lead. So that taking the shooter out, kind of a big difference when it's a whole defensive game, the whole game.
Yeah, when we talked to her about it, she said that if the game would have went a few more extra minutes, she don't think they could have held it down. So I'm guessing the rhythm of the game must be like the last few minutes of the game. You guys actually thought that you would have been able to pull off this comeback.
Yeah, and I thought we were gonna win. For like 2 minutes down, I thought we were gonna win. Like I think it must have hurt. I think I had an and one, and then another one of my teammates had just a layup, and then I hit a 3, and then the ball, there was a turnover, and then we had it right under our basket, and we were down by 4 or 6. And this is it was a minute left, I think, or like a minute 15, and you just knew like you're going to start fouling, and then the foul shots are going to go up. And then we started just missing layups, like fast break layups. So
yeah, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you weren't healthy the second game you guys played Albany at New Hampshire. So when that game, it was a little bit closer. I think that was like a 4-point game. I think, yeah. So when watching that on the bench, did you get a little resentment, losing back to your hometown before you came here?
Off the record, I didn't want to lose that game. I didn't want to win the game that I was hurt personally.
Really?
Yeah. Because if I wasn't playing in it, that was going to be a little low blow to me. Like I want to be in the game to beat them.
Do you think it was because you were healthy when you lost the first game? So the second game, you don't want to be not healthy and they win. Because
it's like, shoot, it's on me. Like that loss is on me. But no, I think we just had girls that weren't on the scouting report. I know I talked to Meg after the game, and she was like, yeah, I don't even know who that girl was. I was like, yep. Came started right off the bat, and they didn't even know who our starters were. They wasn't even on the scouting report.
Now, you growing up in Clifton Park, very close to Albany. What made you choose New Hampshire first?
It's get away from home for a little bit. Like 4 hours is not too far, but it's far enough where I just am out of Clifton Park. And I always loved Albany. I wanted to come here. I was recruited here out of high school, but I went to New Hampshire instead, and I was able to play them. So then I was like, okay, then I'll technically have a home game every year. So
the American East option played big role into it then?
Yeah, for sure.
And then now coming to Albany, how does it feel to play close to home? Are you still sick of it, or?
No, my mom's getting season tickets. I'm so excited. The only thing I don't want is to hear her screaming at me every game. But it's nice, especially when I know I've had injuries over the past, and I don't know whether this is going to be my last season or not. That you just,
Do you guys get free tickets, or do you got to pay for the season tickets?
We get tickets per game.
Got it.
A certain amount.
Yeah.
And is it courtside tickets, or is it?
Nah, it's seats behind the bench. Well, I know for us, it's behind the bench.
Yeah, I think I mean, my mom, when I came here on like to play for UNH, they gave us like tickets, but my mom picked anywhere to sit. So we're not packing the stands, but so like there's plenty of room.
That's too subliminal.
There's plenty of room.
Plenty of room.
UNH, to be fair, if you go to an Albany versus UNH game, we were bottom of the barrel last season, so you never really know what to expect.
Oh, now that gives me a question on the spot.
Yeah.
Do you think when Albany came to UNH, it wasn't even really a home game for you guys if you didn't have the attendance? Or did it still seem like a home atmosphere?
When I came here, it seemed like a home atmosphere. They did their girls and women's sports day. So I had my whole high school there. Me and Megan's whole high school team came. And my sisters were on the team, so I got a couple posters for me. They sat right behind our bench. But
now this gives me a rare question. I'm actually going to ask Justin. Usually I never ask questions for him. But I'll be honest. When we had that Binghamton game home, it was during winter break and not many people were here. So to me, that didn't really even seem like a home game because there was nobody in the student section. It was completely empty. They didn't even check tickets when we came in. You could just walk in.
That winter break game that we have, that home game is like, it feels like a scrimmage. Like
that's what I was going to say. Is it like a scrimmage at that point? That must be tough.
Yeah.
So you don't get the same like free throws kind of on the other team where it's like, it's hard to get the kind of noise you want.
The guys on the bench are booing and doing all that.
You think it affects you guys more than a regular home game?
Definitely. I mean, the playing at home with a good crowd feels like it gives you an advantage.
Yeah. Now, come here. Obviously, I talked about this when Megan came on. The women's team last year really should have won the tournament, but the injuries and affecting them and having a bad second half of the season. What do you think you bring to this team for us to finally win the tournament again? I think it was 2-3 years ago when they last won it.
Yeah, 3 years. My first year.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
So we couldn't do it. I mean, we've done it recently.
I thought they were going to do it. They're just a solidly coached team. Their defense is always number one in the country. I think last year was hard because obviously new people and getting hurt. But this year it's kind of the same with like, we have like 4 grads. So like you have Kayla, you have me, you have Jess. She came from Mount St. Mary's. So she had a winning program. And then Casey who came from Monmouth, who also came from like a winning program. So you have a lot of experience with like winning. So I think looking at that, they're just trying to get like the younger freshmen, like the mentality of winning. And that's something that like I didn't have at UNH. Like you can't really have a winning mentality when all you do. So just being so real, it's so hard. Like that was my adjustment is like, how am I going to play with like a target on my back when I never had one at UNH? But like I also came from like when I played in high school with Meg, we won a lot and we had a huge target on our back. So
you feel like it's like a new standard here?
Oh yeah. Like way higher standard, like bringing it every day. And I'm not that I would coast through practice like in New Hampshire, but like practice wasn't as hard as it was here.
This question I'm a little concerned to ask. So what is your, why do you like Josh Allen?
This is the most important question.
Facts, 3 or 5.
Can't talk about my man Joshy like that. I love that man.
Are you a Bills fan?
I'm a diehard Bills fan. My mother raised me a Bills fan. She went to Damon, which is out in Buffalo, so she was growing up on like Jem Kelly eras.
Sorry.
He's trying to fight. Take it easy.
I really apologize. There you go.
My mom went to Damon, so she like grew up on the Jem Kelly eras. I'm sorry. I thought you like were choking because of what I said. I looked over and you're pink.
I shouldn't have taken. No, because I don't want to make the sound from like. I tried to hold it in. No more drinking when we're talking about it.
You looked red. I was like, what did I say? I was like, did I say something wrong? Was that the wrong quarterback? I was like, I'm pretty sure I know the Bills. No, but she grew up on the Jim Kelly era. So like she kind of the hard 4 loss at the Super
very
Bowls.
Depressing, with losing 4 Super Bowls in a row. Jim Kelly era is not really fun to talk about. Now, all right, so Josh Allen, Bills fan, sure, you guys got your win yesterday. Killed the Jags.
No, it wasn't even a win. They absolutely smacked the Jaguars. Oh, I don't know if you like them.
No, we're Dolphins fans.
Oh, they also smacked the Dolphins.
I don't like how you
Tua was hurt.
Yeah, Tua.
It's Tua.
You have an opinion on Tua? Please.
He's better than Josh Allen.
I think Tua's got to retire now.
We'll see what the medical professionals have to say.
Yeah,
the medical professionals, I don't know if they know what they're saying.
Wow, she's taking shots at the whole medical staff.
You've thrown a lot of shade.
She's ready to go after pound for pound. All right,
now the head. There's the brains in there. If I get like 3 concussions, I'm done too. The man had 25 nearly.
At 5. I mean, I'm not gonna question my own health. I mean, wow. All right, I mean, the problem, like I said about before with the concussions, is you don't really know how bad it is because you don't recover a lot easier than like a broken arm or, a torn ACL. Now, so it's subjective.
You said easy.
No, I'm saying like.
Oh, I thought you said not as easy as like a broken arm or a torn ACL.
No, I'm saying it's not as easy to notice because when you recover from a concussion, you think everything's perfect.
Oh yeah, that's
if you tear ACL, that's gonna. Justin can tell you, you'll notice that years later. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of something that kind of stays with you. I mean, speaking of my own, I tore my ligament last season.
What's
I feel like I'm playing. Yeah. It wasn't in basketball, but I had surgery, and I'm still struggling, man. Like
I struggle every day.
I should have mentioned.
Wake up, I can't straighten it. I'm like, dang. You know what type of day it is. If it's raining out, forget about it.
Yeah. I should have mentioned that in the recap with West Virginia, but the biggest problem is they love walking in West Virginia because they don't have any like elevators, escalators, or anything like that.
All stairs.
Not just it's literally like a ramp that goes around the whole thing because they love.
That's how Hard Rock Stadium is too. There's like 4 like huge ramps on each corner of the stadium, and you.
But are they automated? I should know.
Oh, you gotta walk.
Shea Stadium here had it. Damn, that's tough. Now, but the thing is, to get to the stadium is a mile walk, and it's like the biggest incline you've ever seen. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit afraid of heights. I was afraid of heights walking. Like, I saw the bottom, and I was like,
that's a far fall.
I couldn't even see the bottom of the road. It was like 90 degrees, and then you go down, and you go up 90 degrees, you go down, and it was just like this the whole time. And they're like, yeah, we love hiking, and the country accent,
of course.
We love, getting our miles in and whatever. And I was like, I'm not even gonna lie. I think it might have been also due to the injury, but like I was struggling. Like I had to crawl at the end. Like I was
crawling is crazy.
It was tough. I mean, I'll show you after the podcast, like the picture of the hill, but. It was hard, and I mean, I'm not used to that. I'm from Long Island, born in the Bronx. No hills at all. It's the most flat you can be. I'm not really my knees aren't used to hills. I don't like incline. I mean, like I can walk distance.
Bro. Miami's no hills. There's one hill in Miami. One. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. I could do distance. I can't do hills. Hills is just I'm not built for that. All right, back to the whole thing here. Once Tua's back, they're gonna own the AFC East.
Oh no,
Josh, not. And if you want to love Tua, talking about Aloha, he's a great option here. Oos. But yeah, Josh Allen, man. I mean, and shout out to him. I mean, you want Josh Allen? I'll take Haley Steinfeld. I'm gonna lie, Haley Steinfeld. Shout out Haley Steinfeld from Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
She was awesome.
The only downfall is that Stephon Diggs is not there anymore. I love him.
He's a Houston. You liked him?
I thought
he was pretty toxic. Did you like that he was toxic?
I don't know. I just loved him.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
I loved him. And then DeMar Hamlin in his first interception nearly shed a tear. Like, nearly.
I'm not going to lie. When I saw them, you could see the fear in those defensive players' eyes to tackle him. Like, it was like the lightest tackle ever. Like, grabbed him and like... Because, like, God forbid that happens again. Like, C. Higgins was getting death threats from that. Like, it must be tough. Like, I feel like it's bad for both sides because he doesn't want people seeing like they're going easy on him. Yeah. But on the other side, you don't want to do it again. Like, All right. Now, another controversial thing here. Is Morgan Wallen country?
Yes.
Think so?
Yeah, but like not. Some of his songs aren't.
I think he's like a pop country.
He's
I don't know.
He's like Post Malone. Like Post
Wow,
it's not.
Post Malone. He he just made a whole country album.
Oh, he did?
He just performed Monday.
F1 Trillion. Tune in.
They were just in Albany on Monday. I almost went to that. But,
Posty, don't disrespect. Rap, pop, country.
Like Beyonce.
Yeah, like
Beyonce has a country album. You calling her a country singer now?
Absolutely.
you agree with that? Is she
yeah, her country songs.
I don't know. I can't call. She's a pop star. I don't care. She did one country album.
She can do it all.
Yeah, it's Beyonce, bro.
I don't understand where you guys are coming with this. Like, what if I make a 3-point? Am I a 3-point specialist? Like, I don't understand how one country album makes them a country star. But I mean, like Morgan Wallen.
If an album's like a season, like if you were a really good shooter for a season, yeah, I'd call you a shooter.
No, but I mean, one album. I don't know. I mean, she's done so many pop albums. I think she's still pop or R&B. I'd go with and with Post Malone, I gotta go hip hop. Like, I mean, he's done so many hip hop projects. I'm not calling him a country star.
But on the projects, he has country songs on them too.
He's one project.
He's an artist.
But like, what category are you putting him in? It has to be hip hop.
Oh, I just say pop to be honest, because he raps pop songs. You know what I'm saying?
Got the how much Albany pays him for that song?
Albany.
The intro.
Yeah, our intro song is that's what I
Take What You Want.
Take What You Want.
Yeah.
With Ozzy Osbourne and Post Malone.
That's an intro song.
Last year.
Wait, you don't know
the intro video?
You don't remember?
I couldn't watch it. I was sitting getting yelled at and saying, "This is the X's, this is the O's."
Well, actually, do the girls they have a different song?
Oh,
I think they. Yeah,
we like switched games. Like they were in New Hampshire when we were in Albany.
No, but I'm saying, like, do you guys have any different intro song?
We didn't have a jumbotron and.
No. But like, you guys don't know your intro song for this season?
No, we didn't even do the.
We didn't get ours yet. They were asking us.
Is it gonna be? I really like to Take What You Want. I really hope they keep that.
Nah, I mean it's been different every year. Like my first year, we did like Migos. It wasn't good. I think last year was probably the best one.
I liked it a lot. I have it. I liked it so much. I recorded it on my phone. I show people. I really think that was like fire.
Yeah.
You ever recorded?
Yeah, I'll show it to you after the pod. Then, it was awesome. Now, okay. All right, so I think that's it. I mean, so final decision. Even though he has trap beats, Morgan Wallen's a country star?
Yes.
Like same level as like George Strait and like
he's like
Luke Bryan.
It's like if I gave him a percentage, he'd be more country. He's like, I'd give him like 70-30.
Now
70-30 country.
Going off script here, but is Luke Bryan country? I'm not Luke Bryan. Is Zach Bryan country?
Yes.
Wow. All right. I thought he was like folk music.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Just Talks. Make sure you like and subscribe.